Good morning. Today we will be continuing what we started on Monday. We will review a little bit. We will read about saving money. We will read the website again. So please listen. Are your utility bills expensive? For many people, utility bills are very expensive. Here are some ways to save money. Not watching TV? Turn it off. Take 5-minute, not 20-minute showers. Don't forget, turn off the lights and the stove. Don't call long distance from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Okay, now let's listen and repeat. Are your utility bills expensive? For many people, utility bills are very expensive. Here are some ways to save money. Not watching TV? Turn it off. Take 5-minute, not 20-minute showers. Don't forget, turn off the lights and the stove. Don't call long distance from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Okay, do you remember these words from Monday? Do you remember what is a utility? Can you tell me an example of a utility? Water, gas, electricity, cable TV, internet. All of these are considered utilities. And what about your bill? Do you have to pay utility bills? Do you need to pay for electricity? Do you need to pay for water at your house, at your apartment? You have utility bills. So what do you think? Are your utility bills expensive? Yes, sometimes they can be expensive. But can you save money? What can you do? They have 4 ways to save money. One of them is about TV. Do you watch TV every day? Do you have the TV on all day? Or do you turn off the TV when you're finished watching? It can save electricity to turn off the TV. The next one is about showers. Take 5-minute showers, not 20-minute showers. How about you? How long is your shower or bath? If you'd like to save water, you can take short showers. Next one here about electricity. Don't forget, turn off the lights. If you are finished in the kitchen, turn off the kitchen light. If you are finished cooking, turn off the stove. This will save electricity. And also with the stove, it is dangerous to leave the stove on. So safety is important. What about the telephone calls? I don't think this is something we need to worry about too much anymore. These days, we can use mobile phones to call very cheaply anywhere in United States. Maybe if you call other countries like China, Taiwan, France, then maybe long distance is more expensive. But these days, we can use free video calls. So that's very nice. I hope you can use your phone to make video calls. Would you like to make a video call with me, your teacher? Please tell me if you would like to make a video call with me, your teacher. I miss you. I would love to see you on a video call. So please tell me if you are interested in that. Okay, so we read everything. Now we have some sentences, true and false, about the reading we just did. Let's read the instructions. Very important to read the instructions. Mark the sentences T for true or F for false. False means not true. Let's read. I will read. You can repeat. Number 1, save money. Turn the TV off. Number 2, save money. Take 20-minute showers. Number 3, save money. Call long distance from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Let's think about number 1 now. Do you think that this is true or false? Save money, turn the TV off. True. Let's take a look. Not watching TV. turn it off. Save money, turn the TV off. That seems true. Let's look at number 2. Save money, take 20-minute showers. 20-minute? Will you save money if you take 20-minute showers? Take, oh no, 5-minute. 5-minute. So number 2, false. How about number 3? Save money. Call long distance from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Oh no, it says don't call long distance from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. So that one must be false. False. Okay. Let's do D now. What do we need to do for D? Let's read the instructions. Circle the correct words. Circle the correct words. Let's read. Some utility bills are, we must choose expensive or 5-minute. I will let you choose. Number 2, you can save or turn off money on your bills. Number 3, don't forget, turn off the phone or lights. Which one? Okay, I would like you to please write down these sentences in your notebook. Please write these sentences in your notebook. You can press pause on this video, go get some paper or your notebook, write down the sentences, and choose which word should go in each sentence, okay? So press pause and finish this exercise. Okay, did you finish? Let's go over the answers. Some utility bills are, what do you think? Expensive or 5-minute? Yes, expensive. Some utility bills are expensive. Please repeat. Some utility bills are expensive. Great. What about number 2? You can save or turn off money on your bills. Which one? Save or turn off? That's right. Save. You can save money on your bills. Please repeat. You can save money on your bills. Great. Let's do number 3. Don't forget, turn off the phone or lights. Which one? Phone or lights? Yes, lights. Don't forget, Turn off the lights. Please repeat. Don't forget. Turn off the lights. Excellent job! Did you get the correct answers? If not, please go back and try again. Let's move on to the next activity. Now, this is very important for your mail. Do you get mail on paper mail? I know these days we have paper mail and email. So for me, I get a lot of emails, but not too much paper mail. What about you? Do you get mail on paper? Many things are still done on paper through the mail. So it's very important to know how can we mail things. When we first canceled classes last month, I sent every student a letter in the mail. Did you receive my letter? I received many letters back, so thank you for sending me mail. How do we send something in the mail? Well, we need an envelope. We need an envelope. Some people say envelope. It's okay. You can say envelope or envelope. They are both the same. 一样, right? In Chinese, 一样. They are both the same meaning. So we're going to talk about addressing an envelope or envelope. Let's look at the envelope here. The envelope is something you can put paper inside of it, and you put the addresses and a stamp on the outside, and then the mail workers, they know where to send the letter. So let's look. On an envelope, we have 3 places to put information. We have this place up here in the left top corner. We have this place right here in the middle. And we have this place up here on the right side in the top. And if you want to send a letter, you must do this correctly. If you make a mistake, they will send the letter back to you, and you will not send it successfully. So, let's take another look. What kind of information is in each place? Let's take a look at the top corner here. What do we put here? This is where we put the return address. If I am sending a letter to a student, I will put my address here. Do you remember the letter I sent you? That letter has my address right here. It's the return address. So if I got an address incorrect, the post office will send the letter back to me. This is the sender's or my address. Now, what do we put in the middle? This one right here. This is an address. This is the address where I want my mail to go. Maybe I'm paying a bill. So I put my check and the bill in the envelope and I send the envelope to this address, Atlantic Phone Services, for example. Then there's one more thing that's very important. How do we pay to send the letter? Well, we need a stamp. The stamp must be a United States stamp to send the letter from the United States to anywhere, in United States or out of United States. If the letter starts in United States, we need a United States stamp. Many United States stamps have a flag on the stamp. We have United States flag, USA, right here. But you can get stamps with many pictures. Pictures of flowers, pictures of birds, pictures of famous people, pictures of famous places. There's so many different pictures on stamps. So this stamp, does it say how much money is on this stamp? No. That's because the amount of money on a stamp changes over time. So for example, maybe 1 year it's 45 cents, the next year is 50 cents. So the amount changes. That's why you can buy a forever stamp. If you buy a forever stamp, you pay for it now, and then you can use it forever. No matter how much money the stamp costs, you can still use it in the future. So I always buy forever stamps because then I don't need to remember, oh, how much money is on the stamp now? Okay, let's look at this envelope. We have 3 places: the return address, the place you want to send it, and the stamp. Don't forget, you need all 3. Now, what kind of utility bill is this? It says Atlantic Phone Services. So I think it's a phone utility bill. Let's see, she needs to pay $22.50. She must pay by 3/28, so March 28th. So now I'd like you to get out your notebook and write down these 2 questions. Just write down these 2 questions. Who is paying the bill? And what is the city in the mailing address? Who is paying the bill? And what is the city in the mailing address? So sorry that this one is called mailing address. The mailing address is where you're sending it. So please write these 2 sentences in your notebook. Who is paying the bill? And what is the city in the mailing address? Okay. Do you have the answers? Who is paying the bill? Atlantic Phone Services, Mavis Clark, or Green Texas? Mavis Clark, that's right. She is the person. So when we're making our return address, we put the name of the person first, then the address of the street, town, state, and zip code. And the same thing on the mailing address. The name of the person or name of the company. Now, what about P.O. box? What does it mean, P.O.? Post office. Post office is the company or organization that is in charge of the mail. So, post office, United States Post Office. And if you don't want to receive mail at your house, you can go to the post office and get a box there. So if you have a box at the post office and not at your house, we call that a P.O. box. But it's at the post office. We need to know which post office. So it's the post office in Dallas, Texas. So that's city and state and zip code. Okay, so number 1, who is paying the bill? B, Mavis Clark. Number 2, what is the city in the mailing address? The city is Dallas. This is the mailing address, Dallas. Okay, and now we have your homework. Think about the questions. And talk about the answers with your class. It's too bad we can't do that right now. We don't have our classmates together in the class. So that's why it's homework. Please take some time, think about these questions, and send me your answers. Number 1, when do you pay your utility bills? And number 2, why is a return address on an envelope important? Okay, everybody, that's all for today. I'll talk to you again later.